There is no sin. Pleasures of the flesh, hidden by Satan.
Something sexy about lard.
I want to rub it all over my body.
Exactly, nice butter. So what is this for?
This is for the butter sugar mixture that we make for the devil's food cake batter. And I'm just heating it and mixing it together so it's not lumpy. And cocoa kind of is like cornstarch a little bit and like flour and it thickens things. Not as much, but it does. So just heat it. I just wait till it like gets warm. It's not warm yet. And then I cover it and let it sit.
For how long?
Just while we make the rest of the batter.
Is that the, oh, that's the batter?
No, that's that
icing,
goes
right?
into the batter.
Oh, they're not sluts. Oh, no women. They'll go, oh, I never, well, you know what, the funny thing, I never fuck a black guy. And I look at that girl knowing that she's probably to the 24 hours to the minute she's fucked some black guy. I would never, ever, you know what I mean? Oh, that's disgusting. Yeah, I can look at him right now and go.
All the girls in porn who don't fuck black guys, see how it gets thick.
Yeah, what about it?
Well, you know that it's like the cornstarch and the flour that it thickens in its consistency.
And that's the actual batter.
This is what, yeah, this is part of the batter. This is what we add at the end. This makes it
You
rich.
make your own fucking batter, not even a cake mix.
No, I don't use cake
That's
mix.
very hot, you know that? Alright? How often do you do the talking?
A couple times a year now. There's 2 different classes now at the Antioch University that I go to. The professor doesn't teach at the City College anymore. When he was teaching at City College, I'd go twice a semester to 2
Why
different...
doesn't anyone tape it?
That's what they were saying. They were saying to tape it. In fact, the professor told me I should tape it in case I ever wanted to go to grad school and use that as my admission essay.
You
because I was already teaching it.
You should. That would be cool.
I think it would be
When's
cool.
the next time you do it?
I don't have egg beaters or one of those special machines, so I'm blending my eggs so that they get fluffy.
Oh, that's rad. Everything is by hand.
Yes.
This is truly handmade. Homemade, right? Apartment made.
From scratch.
Very good. Very good.
Truly by hand.
I can't believe this. I'm very impressed.
Thank you.
So did you learn to, is your mom a baker or anything like that? Where'd you learn? I mean, she made a cookbook, but...
Yes, my mom cooks a lot. When I was a little baby, she said she used to put me in like my car seat, like for a car, and then she would set the car seat up on the counter, and she had a spice shelf like right here by the stove, and she'd have my seat here, and every time she would take out a spice to put it into the pot, she would go like this and wave it in front of my nose and tell me what it was. So she said that she was training me to cook before I could speak.
That's awesome. And it's Italian, huh?
Yeah, Italian. I told you it's really from scratch. I normally should set it inside of here while I do that so that it doesn't get all over. I normally only sift it once or twice, but my mom would probably kill me if she found out that I sifted it any less than 3 times. So.
What does sifting do?
Breaks up little particles so that it's fluffier. It's the same reason why we blend the eggs to like give them volume. It'll make it fluffy and cake-like, so it's not flat kind of.
Right on.
And if there's like at the bottom, there'll be little chunks you can see, and I throw those out in the sink.
Really?
See? Little, you can see when it's against my hand.
Rocks. Smoke them.
Yeah, we don't want those.
Those are unsmokable.
Not in our cake. So I only put
In our
3
glass
cups of
pipe.
flour in there, so I'm going to add the last 2 cups now. And also mixes in the baking powder and the baking soda.
Mm.
There's more. All this bean trains here are Brussels for hand jobs.
Exactly.
Not that I ever give any of those. I don't. If I put my hand on it, I have to put it in my mouth.
Is that like a law though in porno? Do hand jobs even exist?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing when I'm cooking. If I put my hand on it and put it in my mouth.
Exactly.
But, I don't know. The hands are still necessary. At least in cooking. I can do a pretty mean blowjob with my hands behind my back.
That's awesome. Very good. Perfect woman. We're adding buttermilk, did you say?
Yes. And for my cup measure. This. So to this, we're adding 2 cups of buttermilk. So there's 1. And I like to just kind of add it alternately with this. Sorry. And add a little bit of this.
And that is the butter.
The butter sugar mixture.
I just want to eat that. I'll take a cupcake just of that in a bowl. Butter and sugar.
Mixing it a little bit like this.
You ever have French toast?
I love French toast.
You know what I have in my French toast?
What?
It's fucking disgusting. People freak out.
Butter and powdered sugar?
Butter and real granulated sugar.
Oh.
I put like 2 or 3 pads of butter on there, and I'll put a bunch of sugar on there.
That's not gross.
So it's just like that mixture on top of my... It's not gross. But
Yeah, that's not
some
gross.
folks would say it is. I say, bring it the fuck on.
Yeah. To those folks, fuck off, dude.
Exactly. Oh, you know what I just thought of?
What?
Funny. I remember when I first started dating Amy, I told her, they were talking about making a video of just them, her sister smoking a cigarette because some guy said he got him off at a bar once. So I was just watching you smoke that cigarette, it's getting me off. So they went home and they were joking, we should make a video of you just smoking and sell it out, you know, make money, right? So I started telling Amy, you know, really we should make videos of you like cooking and cleaning and doing all these things that were against the politically correct norm. But I told her I'd whack off to some bitch just fucking vacuuming the floors and cooking, you know, just jokingly, but I think that would get people off because 10 years ago it seemed to be against the norm for our generation to... girls, at least, to admit that they cook and clean, shit like that.
Yeah,
we're getting into the race mixing of it all. This is
Because
where.
I let it sit. See how thick it is
So
now?
is it fucking failed?
Is it failed?
Yeah, is it failed?
No. This is how
Still
it's...
good, right?
No, that's how it's supposed to be. That's why I'm showing how thick it is compared to when we first started. That's also why you don't make it in one bowl, because all these little... You want to take the air out of this, just to add this in.
The race mixing begins.
So, I was waiting for you to ask me what makes my devil's food special.
You were waiting for me to ask you that?
Not really.
What makes your devil's food special?
Yeah, why is my devil's food cake so special?
Boy, well, how is it not special, really? You make it all, you hand sift the fucking flour. When has that been done? No one does that.
Oh, some people do that.
Very few. You and Amy and your mom.
Yeah, my mom.
That's it. So what does make your devil's food cake or devil's food cupcake, what makes it special?
It's not sweet inside.
It's not.
Yeah, that's the second part.
It's just chocolate?
I make a special little extra part, and I put it in the middle. And so that it's just basically tastes like pure chocolate in the middle, just that bitter chocolate taste.
Just like the little bit I had earlier with no sugar and just cocoa and milk.
It's actually just sour cream and cocoa powder, and you add a spoonful of it into the batter, and it bakes in it. It's actually like just slightly moister than the rest of the batter, and so you can't really tell the difference. It just has that really bitter taste. And you have it with this extra sweet frosting, and I think it makes it richer and more devil's food like.
More sinful.
Yes, more sinful.
I love it. And we have done ones on the table, which I'm about to run and grab, and I swear.
Yes, the big puffy ones have the most bitter center because they have more bitter stuff in the center. Just 2 parts sour cream and 1 part cocoa powder.
So are you saying you made a mistake?
No. I'm just not making the whole thing right now. Like later I'll add another cup if I want to make the rest of this batter.
Let's see.
But right now I'm just using 2 cups of sour cream and 1 cup of cocoa powder. But if I were going to be making enough of this for the entire recipe, I'd be using 3 cups of cocoa powder. Or no, 1.5 cups of cocoa powder and 3 cups of sour cream.
Excellent. I really enjoy getting every step of this process. I can't believe I've caught it all and I've been drinking wine.
We'll have to open another bottle.
What?
I said we'll have to open another bottle.
I'm getting all spacey. What?
I said we can open another bottle.
Exactly. 7 more.
And the store is only around the corner. Most people wouldn't do that, but I just think that it peels off the cupcake that much easier.
You know, you can never be too safe with cupcakes.
Using the 1/4 cup measure, I just scoop it into
the cup.
Into the cups.
Whatever
the baking cups.
The cups that have been oiled and floured.
Yes, and both of those steps all of these steps are in the recipe, clearly detailed.
Clearly.
In my 2-page long recipe. Most cupcake recipes say fill it like 2/3 cup full, like so you want to fill it up 2/3 of the way. I just like to fill it up to the top so it overflows. So I like the really big cupcakes.
They look cool.
Yeah, they look cooler.
Designer, don't they? Okay, no.
So this is the sour cream chocolate mixture. And just put about a little ball spoonful right there in the middle of each one. And that's going to be the bitter center. And that comes out like with the same texture pretty much, slightly moister than the rest of the cupcake. It doesn't need to be a perfect ball. It doesn't need to be perfectly in the center. Just sit on top. It'll melt right in there. Just don't expect this to be like that sweet center inside of some cupcakes where it's like extra sugary and syrupy. This one's actually really bitter. That's why it's evil.
It's so people pay for their guilty pleasure, is that it?
People pay me for a lot of guilty pleasures.
No, this. You have to eat the sour center because it's... whatever.
That?
I don't know what I'm going for. Yeah, no.
Okay. This part I'm putting just a spoon of the regular cake batter right over the sour cream mixture just to cover it a little bit. It doesn't need to even be fully covered. Just drop right on top of it. Just kind of plop it in there. You can get artistic with it, creative.
It looks great.
These are going to be really big cupcakes.
Oh, yeah?
That's how I like them. The porn star likes them big. And we have it on 400 degrees. The oven's already been preheated. And we put them in here for 20 minutes. Ta-da! And this makes about 4 dozen. This is a lot of cupcakes. You can cut the recipe in half, but then you'll have probably extra frosting because you use a whole box of confectioner sugar.
Extra frosting.
There's nothing wrong with extra frosting.
Nothing. It can be used on many things, ice cream, and many things.
But the recipe can easily be cut in half.
Don't cut it in half.
Uh-oh.
What?
Little glass shards in your cupcakes. It's
Mmm.
good for the throat.
It's good for Halloween gifts.
It's good for
Here, kids. Some glass shards in the cupcakes. So this is not exciting. You're saying do not film the icing?
Oh, well, it's like the same. We just add butter.
Cut. Right. Cut. Cut.
All right. Get the lumps out of the frosting. All right, this frosting's lumpier than the last batch for sure.
Is that frosting?
Yeah, but it's lumpy right now.
Mmm.
It's really good.
Oops. Oh, I actually got that on my camera. You idiot. Oh, that's great.
Butter. Ta-da! They still need to be frosted.